And we are back with the rest of our 2011-12 Panini Contenders 14 box case break with boxes number 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we will finish this up in this video. I'm fully in agreement there with you. I think that's exactly what happened. And remember, people, feel free to join us live on our Vaughn Live channel, vaughnlive.tv/Game7Collectibles. And base, blank, base. Base, blank, base. Base, and we have a Calder Contenders. Oh, this is from the first box. Of Justin Falk for the Carolina Hurricanes. And blank, and base. Yep. I think it was acid, weed, coke, maybe some heroin, and a couple magic mushrooms. Because I think we're in for another box that looks the same. And a Cup Contenders of Ilya Brizgalov for the Flyers. Blank. Base and base. I like that one. Game used acid. Base and blanks. That so works. Honestly, I should make Panini watch this video and tell them, see if you can spot the difference. This is like, where's Waldo? You know, where's the different card that hasn't been pulled yet after the first 6 boxes? That's probably it too. They're inhaling too many of the chemicals used to make these. And we have a Contenders Legacies for the New York Rangers, Mark Messier. Blank, and then base. Base, blank, base. Now you got me wanting to look. All I see is LSD on here. Base and a blank base. I will. Is this how they do the pack out at Panini? Look, this is how we do the pack out. We take a hit of LSD, and then we take a bunch of cards, we shove them in a pack, we throw them all in the same box. Base. Okay. Well, eventually we'll get Panini employees on here telling us about their acid-induced, shifts at the plant. I remember this one time, we had a booklet, and we didn't know what to do with it, so we stuck it in a box. Hey, Mary! Long time no see you in the room. Oh, and we have a gold, guys. We have an NHL Ink gold, and it is a nice one. Yeah, it is. It is a very nice one. For the, out of number 9 of 25, for the Detroit Red Wings, Stevie Y. For the Detroit Red Wings. NHL Ink Gold /25. I don't know who has it. And then blank. And then base. Blank. And then base. Blank. And we have an NHL link for the Philadelphia Flyers, Zach Ronaldo. Blank. Base. And base. And blank. And base. Base. And a David Ulstrom Calder Contenders for the Islanders. Oh, it's Flyers, Rangers possibly. Colorado did okay so far. Detroit's now done decently. I think that was like their second hit all night. Winnipeg, they did amazing with that patch. Can't discount that patch. That was disgusting. Base, more base, blank, and base. And that is the end of box number 10. Yeah, that was disgusting patch. Blank or empty. That'd be nice. Base, blank, base. Base. And a Calder Contenders for the New York Rangers, Tim Erickson. Sounds familiar. And base. Base. And we have a Calder Contenders for the Detroit Red Wings, Pavel Datsyuk. Base. Base, blank, base. Base. And we have a NHL ink for the Florida Panthers. And this is probably one of the most terrible autos I've seen. Evgeny Dadonov. It's like an at sign with a 1. His auto. Evgeny Dadonov for the Florida Panthers. And blank base. So I guess second shift came in, and or first shift came in the morning. I decided to change the collation up. That's why we got a Florida hit. Base, blank, and base. Yeah, Cameron Gaunce, yes, I agree. His autos are pretty terrible. I don't know, Dadonov was pretty bad there. I think I can find, Chris Stewart, yeah, his were pretty bad. I don't know, I think Dadonov wins, though. And a Calder Contenders auto for the Montreal Canadiens, Louis LeBlanc. Not bad. Blank and base. Base, blank, and base. Base, blank, and base. Base. And a Calder Contenders for the New York Islanders, Matt Campanelli. Blank. Base. And a Calder Contenders for the Colorado Avalanche, Stefan Elliott. Blank. Base. Yeah, Chris Stewart's are pretty bad. I don't know, Dadanup's look like an at sign with a 1 up, you know. And base, blank, base. Base, blank, and base. Yeah, wow. Mary, I don't know what to say. Wow, and we've got an NHL ink for the Philadelphia Flyers. Cooter! Sean Couturier for the Flyers. Wow, Flyers are raping it tonight. Base, blank, and base. Base, blank, base. And that is the end of our 11th box. Now on to box number 12. Oh, he is really good, Mary. He has a lot of potential, a lot more than Scrivens did. Alright. Alright, let's do this up. Let's see if we can get something good, guys. Box number 12. Let it be a lucky box, 12. Maybe. Man, empty. Base, blank, base. Base. And we have a NHL Ink auto for the Nashville Predators, Blake Jeffrion. Oh, second shift, Panini went back to work. Blank. Base. Base. Blank. And base. Base, base, and we have it gold for the San Jose Sharks, Joe Pavelski for the Sharks, gold out of 100. That's number 74 out of 100. And Oh, we had a Reimer ink pulled earlier in the break. And a Cup Contenders for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Jordan Stahl. And base. Base. Blank. Base. Base. Blank. Base. Base. Blank. Base. Base. And a Calder Contenders rookie for the Florida Panthers, Hugh Jessamine. For the Panthers, Hugh Jessamine. Blank. And base. Oh yeah, there's always a lot of base in Contenders. Base. Blank. And base. Jessamine the Specimen, yes. And we have a very thick card in here. Rick! Are you home, Rick? Rick, you want to come out? You want to come out and play? Oh, Rick, stop editing. Base. 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 Rundblad. Rundblad. David Rundblad. There you go. Calder Contenders. Remember at the beginning he was going, I want Rundblad, I want Rundblad, and I'm like, you never would normally say I want Rundblad. Base. Blank. And then base. Well, he got his Rundblad. We're all like, yeah, you're not getting a Rundblad. And he does. And base. Yeah, Keith's just going, why did I take Dallas now? And a Calder Contenders rookie auto for the New York Islanders, Calvin DeHaan. You see, everybody gets lucky. It's all that good karma. You know what I mean? So you gotta look at it that way. You got some good karma going on, Reno. You passed it on to Rick there. He's got some good karma now. Maybe he'll pass it on to me or somebody else. And we have a Cup Contenders for the Washington Capitals, Tomas Vokoun. And base. Okay, maybe Rick will pass it on to Mary. But you can't win if you don't play. Remember that. That's what they say about Lotto 649 all the time. Base. And blank. And base. And that is the end of box 12. Let's see what box 13 has in store for us. empty. Holy Jesus. This pack's a pain to open. And base, base, blank, and more base. Base, blank, base. Base, base. Oh, we got a big card for the Florida Panthers. Calder Contenders to $9.99. Bracken Kearns. There you go. There's the big one. Blank and base. And base and base. And another NHL ink for the Calgary Flames, Mark Giordano. For the Flames. Oh, you see, we missed that about you, Mary. It was a big hit for the Florida Panthers, Bracken Kearns. Base and blank. Base. Base, blank, and base. Base, blank, and base. Yes, Mary, we know that's what you want. Blank, and then base. Woo! Almost there. Trust me, I wish there was some thick ones in this one. Some more than what we've had. We need 2 really good boxes here. Panini, come on. Alright, now Cup Contenders for the Toronto Maple Leafs. James Reimer. For the Leafs. Blank. And then base. And base. And a Cup Contenders for the Anaheim Ducks, Corey Perry. Blank. And base. Busy. Blank. Or base and blank. And I'm not sure what we have here. We have... Wow. Holy shit. And I can say that. Wow. Wow. Hold on. Wow. I can say that after what was just pulled. I can definitely say that. Anyone have Pittsburgh in here? Because if you do, you want to watch this. Cup Contenders auto patch for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby. Nice. That's nice. That is nice. That is nice. Wow. Yeah, you got me wanting to look and see. Hold on. Alright. That is a beautiful hit. So base, 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 a blank, and base. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm just going to look it up right now. Well, I make a little bit of room here because I'm running out of room. Wow. That's out of 25, guys. That's out of 25. And that's it. There's a 1 out of 25 and 1 out of 1. That is a nice hit. I think that makes up for the NHL ink duel. I gotta go and see who had Pittsburgh after. So they got a sweet hit. Any completeds on eBay for that? Blank and base. Base, blank, and base. Gotta admit, that makes up for the case. That makes the case a lot better. And we have a Calder Contenders rookie auto for the Nashville Predators, Ryan Ellis. And base. And our last pack in box number 12. Yeah, I've got to look at that. $270 the last one sold for? Wow. So whoever had Penguins, you just pretty much got a card. The last one sold for $270 on eBay, April 29th, 2013. And a Calder Contenders for the Anaheim Ducks, blank, and base. Only one sold, eh? Wow. This is box number 13 now, or sorry, box number 14 we're opening now. We just finished up 13. This is our last box. Okay, that's sort of made up for the case. You gotta admit, it made up for the case. Yeah, nobody. I don't have Pittsburgh. I know, but you guys don't. So, but you gotta admit, it was beautiful. So base, and a Cup Contenders of Joe Thornton for the San Jose Sharks. Blank. And base. I'm just looking to see who had that. Wow. I think this was a first-timer with me. First time breaking. And he hit a big... Yep, I agree with you. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm going to say to this guy if he wants the code. I'll send it to him. Otherwise... he's at his own mercy. I wouldn't want to lose this in the mail. And we got another big fat one. Wow. Wow, that is nice. Just a little ironic it comes today. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, Cup Contenders patch auto out of 100. Oh, Shizer. No, this is not out of 100. 1 of 1. One of one, guys, for the Toronto Maple Leafs. There you go. Mikhail Grabovski, one of one. I can't seem to get that to focus, but one of one. Wow. That is beautiful. Okay, this case now is starting to heat up, guys. You gotta admit. A one of one Cup Contenders. The Sidney Crosby out of 25, which there's only been one sold on eBay. Yeah, I think my mojo is continuing tonight. Took a while to get going, but yeah. Oh, that's... Oh, he was in the room a few minutes ago. Where is he? I hope he comes back. That was Dodger Things. Blank and base. So if anyone knows Dodger Thing, you know what room he might have slid on into, tell him to come back over and I will show him his Grabovski one of one black. And, oh, guess what? Another Jeffrey on for the Nashville Predators. And base. Yeah, that was a sick case. That was an absolutely sick case so far. Still got a couple more packs here, but I mean, wow. No, and it's not because you weren't in it, Mary. Just there's days where things will go your way, things won't. That's the way you gotta look at it. I mean, poor Aronowim there. He's got 2 Timu Hartikainens tonight with the Edmonton Oilers. He's already got 4 at home. That's 3, I think. 3 Jeffrians. And Cup Contenders for the Leafs, Phil Kessel. Blank and base. And we have, for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Calder Contenders auto rookie, John Moore. Blank and base. You should honestly do that and then post a video to Hartikainen and go, you signed too many of these. Please don't ever sign anymore. Good fiber, yes. A little bit of milk in the morning helps keep you regular. Thank you, Timu, for your signed card. And a Calder Contenders for the Colorado Avalanche, Stephon Elliott. Blank and base. Well, there you go. As I said, a little bit of milk. You know, you let that soak in there. Got your fiber. You're good to go in the morning. Base, blank, and more base. Base, base, blank, and base. And we have another gold. So base, base, and somebody that Ronan was talking about earlier in his signatures. Base gold for the St. Louis Blues, Chris Stewart. There we go. Chris Stewart. And base. I wouldn't be surprised at that number. and blank, base, and our last pack, ladies and gentlemen. Base, blank, and base. Alright, and let's do the random up between New York and Philly. I don't know who has either. Sorry guys, I'm just looking to see if I have to do a random on it. Yes, I do. Ken, you have Philly, right? So... Alright, let's do this up. There we go. So this is for the booklet, Contenders matchup booklet number 11. Claude Giroux, Derek Stepan, Matt Reed, and Ryan Callahan. So Rangers and Flyers on that one. And I will randomize this 5 times. So 5 times randomization. And let's do this up. So 1, Flyers on top. Oops, hold on. Sorry guys. There we go. Let's do this now twice. Flyers on top, Rangers on the bottom. 3 times. Flyers, Rangers, Flyers, Rangers. 4, Flyers, Rangers, Rangers, Flyers. And 5th time, Flyers gets it. Flyers gets the booklet. So, there we go. Ken, do you want me to send you the code later on? Bloodwater, no. It was pretty much the 2 Datsticks and the Yzerman. Bloodwater, you just have the wings? No, you got a lot more than that. Don't you? You have a lot more than that from what I see. So you got some pretty good hits from the looks of it. Alright, Ken, give me a few minutes and I will scratch that off and send you the code. Any chance of a quick hits recap? There was no Devils that I saw. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Let me just get up, do a couple things, and then what I'll do is I will do a recap video. But I need to stop this one in the meantime. So thank you, everyone, for breaking with Game7Collectibles.com. Check out our eBay page. Check out our website, Game7Collectibles.com. Lots of great breaks on there. And tomorrow night we have Elite breaking. And we have 11-12 certified case ending. Next week we're going to have Artifacts, Rookie Anthology, Black Diamond, ton of stuff next week. So keep checking us out every night.